I'm putting again. I'm recording the recording our meeting, so you will be
Yes.
able to watch that again. Again, put all you guys here, and where that. Okay, and put the slideshow. Okay. Do you see the screen? Is everything okay?
Yes, everything okay, yeah.
Okay, great.
Yes,
So
yes.
again, what should I mention again? It's not medical equipment. It is more for the promotional stuff. For example, you would like to, some clinic would like to promote their services. So they are offering to get all the to take all the measurements, okay, and after that they are receiving, for example, some a QR code for the first appointment with some additional discount or with some cup of coffee and so on and so forth. So or in order to promote the healthy lifestyle, we are using that stuff in some additional program that is called like Healthy Moscow or something like that. So it's more like the promotional tool than the real doctor appointment. That is the main point that I should notice here. But again, it is according to the Russian law. I presume that Portuguese law is near the same, okay, but you have to check that stuff. And about the compatibility, it is already mentioned before, but again, some stuff is not compatible with barcode and scanner and the platform and the RFID scanner, and tonometer is not compatible with the sanitizer, because all of that equipment are equipment placed on the same sides of the robot. That is the point. That was everything was about the hardware stuff, okay, and now some software services that we have. Motion Studio service, it is the software for customized robot movements, dances, and emotions. Mostly we are using that in a promotional case, like the sports events when robot dances, some cheerleading dance stuff. We have some videos during the basketball matches where several robots are dancing the same, or during the opening of Astana Expo in 2018. As I remember, we are also used that in order to create some special dances for several robots. Also, it could be used for some special greetings like the military stuff or oriental stuff. So it could be used like that. And we have a case in Saudi Arabia when robot in some oriental restaurants, Japanese, as I remember, robot greets people with some Japanese greeting. And also it could be used for the showing of the right direction. I mean, we already spoke about that it's not the efficient way to guide the person from one point to another, okay, but in any case, robot can, if person will ask where's the toilet, robot can pronounce that straight by the corridor, and the straight by the corridor, and then right second right door, something like that. So robot is able to show some initial direction. It could be used for that as well. The general robot has some general movements like high five or shake hands, for example, but I have to highlight that the speed of the movement is quite low. I mean, high five, he will hands, he will put his hand up like it's quite slow. It's not like high five. Okay. And about the shaking hand, again, it should up the hand and so on and so forth. So the speed is quite slow, so it will not move like this. And one more thing, that hands of the robot, they are basically don't have any how to say that in English. Robot cannot lift something or pull something or hold something. It is just to create some human okay, it is just to create, sorry,
human aesthetics, right? To look as a woman hand, right?
It just to look as a human, because when you are talking to person, you are gesticulating, okay, so in order to show the expressions and so on and so forth. So if you will check how robot will look without the hands, so it is like it's some kind of disabled person, so it's something unnatural. That is why it has hand, but they are not functional. I mean, not to lift, to pull, to hold, or whatever. It's just to look like a human and to have gestures, or to dance, or to greet people, and so on and so forth. And basically, motions to the service as a software service, it is compatible with any other additional equipment or with any additional services. Okay. The next one is the telepresence service. It is the service for the robot's remote control. So basically, when you are using the telepresence service, it allows you to use the robot as an avatar, because you are fully controlling the robot. You do control its movements, its speech, its expression, the images, the videos, the sound, and so on and so forth. So you totally controlling the robot. We do suggest to use that service for some special events when the total control is needed. For example, we are using telepresence service while the meetings with the first with the presidents, for example, okay, because robot cannot say something stupid or some joke. It has the algorithm what robots should say. Or during the TV shows, for example, in Brazil, again, robot was attending the TV show. So again, there is the certain algorithm what and when robots should say. Okay, so that is when the robot should be controlled by the telepresence service. That is what we are suggesting. Okay, but in any case, it is up to you. You may use telepresence service according to your special need. And here I need to note one more thing. Robots, most of the robots in the world, they are telepresence robots. I mean, there are few robots in the world that are actually autonomous, like Promobots. Okay, there are Pepper, there are Cruiser, and some other stuff. But most of the robots are working as a telepresence. And if you see that robots answers that when robot answers like the real person, okay, then it means like it is telepresence one. You should understand that it's like the strong point of Promobot robot and of the all autonomous robots. And the main restriction for using the telepresence service is that all the responsibility is on site of the engineer that is controlling the robot. I mean, you can move the robot, you can move its hands, but in this case, you can hurt someone while moving the hands, or you can hurt the robot if you move him from the stairs, or you didn't check the floor covering, and so on and so forth. So you, the engineer, is fully controlling the robot, and all the responsibility is on the side of the engineer, because there is no, like, like parking control in the car. Robot will not say that, hey, here is the wall or the person over there, whatever. Okay, so robot, it is full responsibility of the engineer, and it is quite important. And again, as any software part, the telepresence service is fully compatible with any other additional equipment. SAP service, it is devoted to call service. So basically, if to say that easily, you may use robot as a phone. So there should be an integration with the third-party software, and you may say to the robot, please call to Miss Jane. Okay, and robot will dial my, let's say, internal number, and I will pick up the phone, and person can have a conversation with me. So robot in this case could be used as a phone tool, simple phone tool. It could be, we are using that in some state offices when there are a lot of cabinets and a lot of employees, and person came to one person, and he doesn't have any pass to go to the premise. So okay, with the robot, he can call to Jane, and I will pick up the phone and talk to him, and maybe go and welcome him to the premise. That could be used for that. As a receptionist use case, the same. And basically in the concierge, in the concierge stuff is the same. For example, person came to the comes to the premise and scan the passport, and the person is not in the whitelist. So in this case, according to the algorithm, for example, robot will give a call to some security staff in order to check where the person is loaded, and so on and so forth. So it could be done like that. But the main restriction is that the additional integration with the third-party software is needed, because robots should know how and to him he should call in each particular case. And again, as a additional as a service, I mean, as a software, it could be it is compatible with any other additional equipment of the robot. And I presume that that's the last one thing that we will discuss today. It is advanced face database. By default, robot includes 10 faces, but memorization could be upgraded up to 10,000 faces. So the robot will remember the users, and after that address them by the name. So first, at the first time, I should meet the robot and say, hi, hello robots, I'm Jane, or any other name of the robot actually. Hello robot, I'm Jane, let's get acquainted, please. And then would be the procedure. Okay, and the second time when I come to the robot, he will say, hi Jane, how are you, long time no see, and so on and so forth. And the will provide with the individual greetings. Again, it is quite relevant for the special occasions, for example, for the presidents, or for some other important people in your country, for the actors, sports people, and so on and so forth. We are using Tevian recognition system, and Tevian as well recognizes the gender of the person. It's the default feature, as I mentioned in the very beginning, and the average age of the person. I mean, he will not say that I'm 35, but he will say that from 30 to 40, for example. Okay, so in this case, you will see that information in logs as well, and you will see that that mostly women are talking to the robot. Okay, and the age of women from 30 to 40, for example. It could be used in any promotional cases in order to increase loyalty of the person, okay, for the customers, okay, in a hotel, or it could be used as a hostess in the restaurant. And in a concierge use case, when the person is in a whitelist by the face, okay, so robot, there is no need to scan the passport or whatever, so a person just comes to the robot, and robot recognizes the face and let him in. That could be the use cases. The restriction is the following: that when the limit is exceeded, then the robot will delete the very first face, okay, and add the last one. So something like that. And actually it is whatever, 10 faces or 10,000 faces, it works like this. Robot will delete the first face that he added and will add the last one. I mean, at this days, there is no algorithm that if if I visit some premise day by day, so I am frequently showed person, okay, so he will not delete me, but will delete the person that came just once. A robot will delete the first face and add the last one. That is
Jane, I have like a question. Can we manage which faces we want him to memorize and which one we want him to, for example, to delete when he exceeds the limit? For example, put like faces in favorite, like so he don't delete those ones.
As far as I know, yes, it is impossible. It is possible, but just give me a second. I will check with the manager, here, with my technical guy. Okay, just a minute. I've checked that with my project manager, and he told me that we are working on that. So we will be able to pin some person, for example, the president of Russian Federation, okay, so Mr. Putin, or the president of any other country, and robot will always knows that this is Mr. Putin. But we are working on that. But these days, no, he will just delete the first face and add the last one. That is how it works. But we are working to make it, let's say, more efficient. And as all the software stuff, it is compatible with any other additional equipment. So from my side, it is all for today. We've checked all the additional equipment that we have. If you have any questions, please feel free. I'm ready to assist.
From my side, I think I'm okay. I took all the doubts I had, and I thank you, Jane, for being simple and being direct to the point. That's for me.
You are very welcome.
Yeah, and I think then Claudio would have more questions when, for example, he will check linguistic database today, and we would try to perform some of the actions, because as always, when we do something in practice, maybe some operational questions would arise.
Yeah, that's right. And
Later
that is,
on, I mean,
yeah,
later on.
yeah, totally understandable. That is why I'm asking you to at least to try something, to do something in the linguistic database on your own. So tomorrow you will have the session, the training session with our linguistic stuff. So they will help to manage all that stuff. They will help
Yes.
they will help you. That is quite it's quite important.
Yes.
Okay, so as I mentioned, we will finish this conversation for now. Initially, I will send you the records. That's the first one. The second one, I will check some presentation and will highlight some points and change that. And after that, send you that presentation that I just showed you. Also, I will send you the list of skills of the developers that you will need in order to create some additional algorithms of work of robot. Okay, and we'll send you the link for JS API, so you will be able at least to check that. Okay.
Okay. I would be very grateful.
Okay, that is all. That is all for today. Tomorrow we will have the linguistic part, and the day after tomorrow we will discuss the use cases. Initially, I would like to ask you to, because we have various of use cases, okay, but just let me know which of them are most relevant for you, because otherwise it will take a lot of hours to tell about all that stuff, about all the use cases. So please choose 3 maybe, okay, and we will discuss them more properly. And after that, for example, I'll give you information about the education, the hotel, and the concierge, and in some time you will need some additional information about the museum tour guide. Okay, let's schedule the additional session and I will give you more information about that. I suppose that it would be a more efficient way, because I presume that you will not go to all the museums, all the hotels, all the universities in Portugal at the same time. So in this case, we will fill all the information step by step. And one more thing, if you have some presentation with some certain client, please do not hesitate to ask me. I can assist you for initial presentation. I could lead that if a person on your side does speak English. Okay, so in this case, I will handle that and you will check what I'm saying about that use case. So I'm very open to assist on each and every case. Okay.
Okay, good.
Just let me know. Let's schedule the additional meetings. Okay, then thank you very much. That is all for today. Tomorrow the linguistic database, and the day after tomorrow we will discuss more the use cases. And if you have additional questions, please feel free. I'm always ready to assist. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Jane.
Sure. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Sure.
Have a nice day.
Bye.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye bye.